A man had just loaded the newly bought tigress into the car, when unexpectedly, he encountered a young punk trying to rob him. The tigress let out a roar. That scared the punk so badly he wet his pants. Just as he turned to flee, a screeching brake sound suddenly erupted. The car barely stopped right in front of the punk. Did your damn eyes go swimming in a cesspool or what? Looking to die, huh? Tiger. There's a tiger. Tiger? I think you've seen a ghost instead. Get the hell out of here, you lunatic. Then the driver instinctively looked in the direction. The punk had just pointed, and the mockery on his face instantly froze. Inside the transport truck not far away, the massive head of the tigress was staring right at them, her golden pupils strikingly bright. Holy crap, it's really a damn tiger. The driver, who had been cursing up a storm, now had legs shaking even worse than the punk's. Witnessing the scene, Su Yuan didn't know whether to laugh or cry, afraid of scaring more people, so he quickly closed the truck's rear door. Then, with the help of others, they restrained the punk. It wasn't until police sirens sounded at the end of the road, and the thief was taken away by the officers, that Su Yuan drove off to his Reed Dragon Zoo. But, no sooner had he arrived, than he saw the visitors at the entrance cursing and demanding a refund. Give us our damn money back. You said there'd be a Siberian tiger, but there's none at all. What kind of zoo is this anyway? A wolf enclosure with a husky inside, and a peacock cage with a rooster? This is a damn joke. Give us our money back now. Stop yelling, or I'll lie down right here and start counting the charges. No refunds. If you feel cheated, take a couple more laps around. Consider it exercise. Take a couple more laps, huh? You have to have animals to show us. The Siberian tiger was taken out for a walk by our zoo director. It'll be back soon. If you don't believe us, just wait a bit longer. Do you think I'm a 3-year-old child? Which zoo Siberian tiger can be taken out for a walk? I think you're just making excuses for not having animals. If your Siberian tiger can really be taken out for a walk, I'll get an annual pass. Not just for myself, but for my family too. I'll get passes for my dozen family members. Just as the two were getting excited, a truck suddenly stopped at the entrance. Su Yuan got out of the driver's seat, opened the tailgate, and the tigress jumped right down, under everyone's gaze. Su Yuan walked over leading the Siberian tiger. The previously noisy tourists instantly fell silent. Holy crap, it's really a tiger. Watching the big tiger crouching by Su Yuan's feet, constantly rubbing against his pants leg, the tourists felt their worldview being reshaped. Holy moly, why is this tiger acting so affectionate? Shouldn't tigers be super fierce? The kind that could swallow a head whole with one bite. Old Jiang, are these two tourists? Director Su, these two are big clients. They just said they're willing to get annual passes for their families. This young lady is even more amazing, saying she'll get 17 or 18 annual passes. Wow, big clients. Thank you, thank you. How would you like to pay? We accept both credit cards and payment QR codes. The two tourists were lamenting their misfortune, wishing they hadn't boasted earlier. But who knew this Su actually had a Siberian tiger? Cornered, the two had no choice but to take responsibility for their words, grudgingly paying the money. After seeing off the two suckers, Su Yuan brought out the leopard cub from the passenger seat and handed it to old Jiang. Oh, director, didn't your earlier message only mention the Siberian tiger? How come there's still this leopard cub? Su Yuan didn't hide anything, and directly recounted how the tigress dealt with the leopard. Old Jiang was dumbfounded after hearing it, using life-threatening methods to treat stereotypical behavior. Director, this must be a world first. Let's not talk about these things now. First, let's take the tiger to Tiger Mountain, and then figure out a way to get some more animals. It's a pity the old man didn't leave much money, only enough to buy a Siberian tiger. If only we could get a panda too. Hearing Su Yuan's words, old Jiang suddenly froze. The director might actually have a way. My grandson Zhang Yun is intern at the Forestry Bureau. Today they took over a case of a wild giant panda with dystocia. The initially smooth rescue took a sudden turn after the panda gave birth. The docile panda suddenly became violent and scratched the expert in charge of the delivery. Oh, there's such a thing. Why didn't you say so earlier? The tiger is yours now. I'm going right away. The roar echoed through the mountains. Su Yuan drove the all-terrain vehicle swiftly through the hills, and soon arrived at the location. Zhang Xiaoyun saw Su Yuan, and hurried forward to greet him. Brother Yuan, you're here. How's the panda you're rescuing? Still not resolved. Brother Yuan, let me take you to the scene. Zhang Xiaoyun leads Su Yuan to the site, where an adult giant panda was shielding a trembling cub, its wary eyes scanning the crowd. Several experts were discussing plans in low voices not far away. Brother Yuan, the panda cub's condition is still unclear. It urgently needs examination, but the mother panda won't let us near. Su Yuan nodded in understanding, then turned to look at the mother panda in the distance, and began listening to her thoughts. These two Midas-legged creatures are no good. The food they give is so bland it's unbearable. I have no appetite at all. If only I could have some spicy food right now. I'm so hungry. I have no strength left at all. Wow, it really is the Qianfu divine beast. It actually likes to eat spicy food. No wonder it scratched the expert. Su Yuan immediately looked around, and soon spotted the basin of milk prepared by the expert nearby, then went over to fetch it. Brother Yuan, stop feeding the milk. Just now when we brought the milk over, it took one sip and knocked it over, and even roared at us. It probably isn't hungry. Have you ever considered? That's not that it isn't hungry, but that the milk you prepared is tasteless. Where did this brat come from? Daring to question us. And even preparing to feed milk to the panda. What a joke. If this could work, would we still be here discussing solutions? The experts didn't stop Su Yuan's actions, seemingly wanting to see him make a fool of himself. But, the next moment, they saw Su Yuan pick up the chili powder and pour it into the basin of milk. Are you crazy? How can a panda eat spicy food? Its stomach can't handle such simulation. Something bad will happen. Put that down now. But before the experts' exclamations and scolding could even land, the impatient-looking panda mom had already rushed over